Right, hello there everyone, welcome back to James Redmond TV. I have got a bit of breaking news for you because over the summer transfer window, that is what I wanted to deliver, is the breaking news. Therefore, we've got more breaking news, and the breaking news today is something that's going to absolutely lift you off your seat. Adrian has signed a new contract. Mate, Adrian signs a new contract. So, that's fine, do you know what I mean? That he's, I like Adrian, good person. And I've heard, basically, from James Pearce that Adrian is going to be signing an extension. He had offers in Spain to go there for free, but he opted to sign a new contract at Liverpool because obviously it was offered to him. But the twist here is that he's not actually going to be the number 2 anymore. It's actually more so Kelleher has been now confirmed to be number 2, at least by James Pearce. Alisson will be rewarded with a new contract in the upcoming weeks or months. And therefore, that means Adrian's going to be number 3 and he's being given a new contract because he's like a good presence in the dressing room or whatever it is you want to be. But I want to know from you, what do you think about this in the comments down below? I mean, hearing that from James Pearce makes me a lot more happy knowing that Kelleher is going to be the number 2. Reasons being, he was linked away from the club literally a few weeks ago. There was rumours saying he might go out on loan to further his development in his career, which actually wouldn't have been a bad move if you're going to go out and buy a second choice goalkeeper. You can't let Kelleher go, who is undoubtedly better than not Alisson. Well, how dare me make that mistake? No, better than Adrian. Undoubtedly better than Adrian, no doubt about it. But one thing that you can maybe suggest is that someone else has to come in. Yeah, it's not even a maybe suggest. You definitely have to suggest someone replaces Adrian, because Alisson is someone who is a world-class goalkeeper, in my opinion, on his day, the best goalkeeper in the world. That being said, he is not really reliable for a goalkeeper. For a goalkeeper, he misses a lot of games of the season. I'm basically trying to say he's injury-prone. He's just someone who isn't there as much as a goalkeeper should be, because I think he got an injury last season. In fact, I think he had 2 different injuries, which actually led to us having to have Adrian and then Kelleher. And then the season before, the same thing happened. Obviously, Adrian stepped in for the Super Cup and stuff like that, which worked out. You know, we won the Super Cup and all that, but still, we realised over a longer period of time that Adrian is not the man to be stepping in between the sticks in games where Alisson is not available. So that is why it was a concern for me going into this second season, just basically looking like that we're going to be cheap. And don't get me wrong, maybe some people might not be happy about the fact we're not going to get a new goalkeeper. But listen, people told me in the comments the other week as well, Quaveen Kelleher, he is a good goalkeeper. He is someone who has shown to me he's got the basics, and if he sticks to them basics and furthermore develops other areas, he is someone who can become a very solid goalkeeper. And that's all you need. You do not need to be an Alisson to be a second choice goalkeeper. I would be very happy with a Dean Henderson, someone else who is not the greatest of ability-wise as a goalkeeper. That being said, he's a solid second choice. So you cannot go wrong with the options that Liverpool are going to take here, based on the fact that obviously we're going to hope Alisson doesn't get injured next season. Kelleher's going to be the number 2 choice, so therefore that's not the worst second choice based on what we saw last season. You know, we stepped up in the Champions League game, League Cup games and stuff like that, and done a very, very solid job. Could not complain. But every time Adrian stepped in, there was a mistake waiting to happen. But if you're telling me the reason we're going to keep Adrian is because he's vibes, I'm fine with that. Adrian seems like vibes. He seems like a belter person. I actually don't. I want to give him that credit, because it seems like every time I talk about Adrian, it's negative because he's not the greatest on the pitch. But I like him as a person. And if he's a great influence in the dressing room, listen, I don't know why. He's never really won anything. He's not really a main figure, but he could just be a funny character. Do you hear what I'm saying? And that could boost the dressing room, no doubt about it, and his attitude just spreads positivity. I'm trying to find reasons for Adrian staying here, people. Do you know what I mean? I think it's only 25,000 a week, there and thereabouts, so it's not even like we're breaking the bank for him. But let me know in the comments down below, is this an area of concern for Liverpool based on the fact that we're not, even though goalkeeper or backup goalkeeper weren't the number 1 concern of where we need to buy? We need to buy a midfielder, we need to buy a winger, we've sorted the centre-back, but you could say there's other areas in the team as well, a backup right-back, for example. Do you think this was an area for concern where we had to go out and get a new signing? We had to replace Adrian, and is it too soon to give Kelleher the step up of being Liverpool's number 2? In my opinion, I've been so used to Liverpool not having that great of a number 1. I'm happy with a good number 1 and a decent number 2. And I do think Kelleher is a decent number 2. So that's the news. Adrian's got a new contract. Kelleher is now going to be the new number 2 for Liverpool, according to James Pearce. And Alisson is set to get a new contract in the upcoming week. But people, let me know what you think about all that news and more. And I'll see you later on the next one. Peace out.